Hello, this is Neil, the art instructor at masterpaintingnow.com, where you can find tons of drawing tutorials, drawing lessons, painting lessons, Photoshop lessons, etc. So the link's in the description. Go ahead and click it and start checking it out. Alright, so I'm doing something a little different here. This is my first time ever painting in Manga Studio. This is my first painting I've ever done in Manga Studio, and I freaking love it. It's awesome. Now, of course, you're not going to just be able to pick up the software if you don't have any digital painting experience and to start painting with it. I can pick up any software program and paint with it because I have that experience with Photoshop for so long and other programs I've tried like Painter. I have to say this program is probably my new favorite program for everything except for photo editing. Honestly, it's that awesome. It's that freaking powerful. The reason why I'm not going to talk about what I'm painting so much in this video is because I'm also uploading the full-length version of this tutorial, of this lesson, where I talk about everything I'm doing. I talk about the brushes I'm using, how to use them, how exactly the technique I'm using to paint the clouds, and things like that. So I go through all that detail in that hour. I think it took me an hour and 9 minutes to do the painting. The rest of the time I'm talking about what I'm coming out in the future, what I'm working on, what to expect, and with future courses, things like that. But anyway, so in this particular video, I want to try to talk about a little bit about the software and why I think it's awesome. And one thing I'm not an affiliate for, I don't think they have an affiliate program, so there's going to be no link saying, hey, click this link to check it out. You have to go find it yourself. Just go search Google and you'll be able to find their website. And anyway, so I've been using Photoshop, and also one other thing I'm going to talk about toward the end of the video is drawing from imagination and why it's so awesome and powerful and fun. But quickly here, first thing is that there's two different versions of the new Manga Studio. Manga Studio 5, Manga Studio 5 EX. The EX version is like $200 more. Is the $200 really worth it? I can't tell you for sure yet because I haven't really delved into the only difference the two programs have is the ability to view multiple pages of your comic at once. So if you're going to strictly use this for a comic book or you're going to do a lot of comic work with it, then that feature might be something that will save you a lot of time. To be able to just look at all your different pages, zoom out of them, and go, okay, I'm going to click on that page now and check it out, rather than have to open up separate files and save them all separate files in different folders. But still, I'm so used to that workflow anyway from Photoshop that it's not that big of a deal. But nonetheless, I'll probably have a future video saying whether or not it's really worth it once I delve into that function more and try it out more. And I might actually start working on a comic again. This software is so awesome. Actually, it's got me interested in wanting to maybe do another comic book. The one I did before is End of All. It came out to be 60 pages long when I realized that the script was too long. And I'm like, okay, 60 pages, I'm only halfway through the story. No, that's way too long of a comic. I'm just not going to spend the time it's going to take to finish it. I might rewrite the entire story and then redo it again. And I've gotten a lot better since then too. Anyway, so that's the main difference. Everything else is the same painting engine, the same drawing engine, everything like that's the same. They're both very fast. They're faster than version 4. That's the main difference between, I guess, version 4 and 5. I never used 4, so I can't tell you for sure, but I guess 5 is much faster. But I think the painting engine and pencil and all that's the same. I think they might have tweaked some things they said and made some tools better, so I can't tell you for sure because I've never tried version 4. I think the version I tried a long time ago was version 3 or 2, and I didn't like the software at that time, but now it's freaking amazing. It's my new favorite program. I'll probably be using this for everything, except for photo editing. The drawing on it is magnificent. Like when you sketch stuff on this program, it's freaking awesome. Right away, the first thing I noticed when I picked the pencil up and I tried out the pencil tool, I'm like, oh my god, this feels so real. It feels so awesome. It feels like I have twice as much pressure sensitivity than I do in Photoshop. Whereas, Sketchbook Pro absolutely sucks. The pressure sensitivity on that program is lame. I tried doing all the different setups for it and customizing it. I just couldn't get it to feel good at all. So I decided, forget this program, deleted it. Same thing with Paint Tool Size. Same thing with GIMP. All those suck in my opinion. I haven't tried newer versions of GIMP. Maybe they improved it, but I know when I tried it a little while ago, I think it was 2 years ago, it was nothing like Photoshop. Anyway, but this program is freaking awesome. The pencil brush, the inking brush, everything is freaking amazing. The pressure sensitivity is the main thing, though. You really want to feel real. You really need a lot of pressure sensitivity. And I can only imagine how much greater this program would feel if I was using one of the newer tablets that already have twice as much pressure sensitivity. I'm still using the more outdated Cintiq 12WX. It's still an awesome tablet, but the newer tablet, the 13, has a lot more pressure sensitivity. I think it has twice as much. Same thing with the new Intuos, they have twice as much pressure as the older ones. And that's freaking awesome. So, I'm sure Photoshop feels so much better with just those new tablets. But imagine this program, because this program already feels like twice as powerful as Photoshop when it comes to the pressure sensitivity. It's just absolutely amazing. You just go from lightly touching it and getting just great, awesome light colors and pencils, and then getting darker. And the tools just feel amazing too. There's a subtle like auto correction in them that's just amazing. Anyway, there's a free trial. Just go check it out. You'll know what I'm talking about, and make sure you have a some sort of graphics tablet, not a mouse. Otherwise, you just use anything to paint with, really. But yeah, definitely check it out. I think you'll fall in love with it like I did. I love the inking, I love the penciling, and as you can see, it's a powerhouse also for coloring, for painting, and that's why I wanted to do a painted look. And as you can see, this is a painting I've already done before. I'm not like looking at the painting because I hate looking at stuff in painting, so I do it a lot different. And I actually like what I came up with better this time anyway. And so this will probably become the new painting for the channel, and also for my Google Plus thing. That's linked to my YouTube channel. All right, so for the remaining bit of this, I wanted to talk a little bit about why you should share this video. Rather than just saying, hey, share the video on your favorite social networks, I just want to say why you should share my videos. And I think you'll really appreciate the reason why. Some of you have kind of heard some of this before. When I was growing up, I only learned how to draw traditionally. And when people teach you like traditional drawing, they don't teach you how to draw from your imagination. They teach you how to draw what you see. And that's all fantastic and everything, but that's not going to help you be a comic book artist. It's not going to help you be a concept artist. And those are the things I wanted to do when I got older. I wanted to be a concept artist mainly. I kind of wanted to be a comic artist too, but the main thing I wanted to be was a concept artist, to come up with the cool characters and stuff for video games and things like that. And the type of training they give you in art school is just not, and I also went to graphic design school too, which I know a lot about. I'm surprised I don't know why I've never done tutorials on graphic design. I just think maybe there's not enough people interested in it. I don't know. How many of you are interested in that? Do you want to see some tutorials on graphic design? I mean, I know a lot about it. That's what I did for a living for a long time, and I still do it sometimes. And I went to schooling and all that for it. Anyway, and I have a unique way of teaching, so I'd probably make it really understandable, relatable. But so what happened is I got really good at drawing what I see, but that was all I can really do. When it came to drawing from imagination, I couldn't really invent anything. I had to like study something and draw it several times until I just basically memorized how to draw that one particular drawing. Hey, look I can draw this one particular drawing of He-Man. Because that kind of shows my age, huh? Maybe I should make it more modern. I can draw that one memorized drawing of Naruto, but that was it. I couldn't like draw him in any other pose from my imagination or anything like that. I was able to draw Garfield, I was able to draw an eye, a rose, a mushroom, things like this that I dedicated to memory and was able to draw them. But I wasn't able to invent things like a comic artist does and needs to be able to do. To be a comic artist, you have to be able to draw from imagination. You have to be able to do it quickly. Matter of fact, most things like in animation and also in concept art, storyboarding, most things that pay well, you have to be able to draw quickly from imagination. And so I just started studying tons of stuff, anything I can get my hands on. This was after a couple of years of not really drawing at all because I got bored with drawing what I see. And then it all clicked one day. I'm like, why don't art teachers teach it in the way it just clicked in my brain? And I started applying this method of learning and teaching. And also, actually, part of it came from, it's kind of funny, learning Hebrew from the Pimsleur language. This is a unique way they teach language that makes it click real easy. All this kind of came together one day. I'm like, I can teach other people this. I can teach them how to draw from imagination. And that's what I do with my channel. And that's why I offer so many free lessons, because I want other people to be able to have the bliss of drawing from imagination. And that's why you should share this video. Thanks.